Hey everyone, we're gonna go ahead and talk about the fourth Narnia in chronological order, which is Prince Caspian. Let me grab my notes here. Here they are. So I used to like Prince Caspian a lot. I think when I was a kid it was up there. I don't know what it was about this go around. It was a little less impactful to me. First of all, the pacing. I've never really liked the pacing of Prince Caspian. So the pacing was definitely interesting. Most of the story is a flashback, and then a lot of the story is also just the journey to Caspian, and then the last maybe 2 chapters, maybe 3 chapters are where like there's really a lot of action. So it was a little bit slower pacing to me than I've thought in the past. But I did enjoy the part with Lucy and with her seeing Aslan and the others not seeing him. I think it's again a really good metaphor. Lewis is always putting metaphors of the Christian walk into his work. This one was just not quite as subtle. I don't know why, to me, like the other 3 books just had like more subtle messaging and I enjoyed the story better. This one, I don't know what it was about it, like didn't impact me as much. I mean, I still enjoyed it, but it just wasn't as deep for me this go around. It might just be where I'm at right now. Yeah, sorry. But I was glad that I read it again. It was really, really good to read again. It might be that I'm just so excited for Dawn Treader. Maybe I just kind of wanted to get this one out of the way, just because of the order of things I'm doing. Honestly, this one's just always going to pale in comparison to the one before it and after it, in my opinion. But it's a good story. It's just like Dawn Treader's amazing and Horse and His Boy is amazing. You know what I mean? I am glad that we got to see the battle this time. It was a flashback in Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and for some reason in my brain it just was a flashback in both. And it wasn't. We actually got to see the battle. It was kind of short, but that's okay. Like, you did get to see everything, which was really nice. It didn't feel like the author was like shielding you for this one as much. Like, harder things happen in this one, which I really, really liked. And I just love the connection with Tolkien and Lewis. I don't know if you've heard the story about Tolkien, how he watched, I think it's Hamlet, and the guys like dress up with branches and they like come and people think that the wood's coming to attack, and he was so angry that it's just a bunch of people with branches. That's so annoying. The wood should have actually moved, and that was like how the Ents became in Lord of the Rings. But obviously Lewis and Tolkien are friends, and so Lewis also did this in Prince Caspian. And so I do love that connection between the two. They agree very much on their messaging, especially in Prince Caspian. A lot of the problem with the Telmarines is they've disconnected from nature. They don't like nature, they don't like the woods, they don't like the ocean, and they're afraid of the woods and they think they're ghosts and they don't connect with it. And so the end, when everything is coming right, you see that it is very much the coming right is the connection with nature, which I adore. I think if Lewis and Tolkien saw where we're at now with technology, they would be just appalled, because they were already thinking this like back in the day, that technology was not actually helping society. It was just making us like more convenient but less like healthy, like spiritually or psychologically. So I just love the Tolkien-Lewis like connection is very apparent in this book specifically. And I just adore that when it's talking about Lucy trying to wake the trees up, wake up, because like the Telmarines have made them dead. is just heartbreaking, and then when they come alive, it's just triumphant, and I love it so much. I forgot completely that Peter and Susan are told they're not coming back to Narnia at the end of the book. I just forgot about that part. But I love how you don't get the conversation yet, because the stories are very much in Lucy's perspective, and I think that's true for all the ones where Lucy's in it. Well, except Horse and His Boy, obviously, but like Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, Prince Caspian, and Dawn Treader are very much to Lucy's point of view, except kind of Eustace as well in the next one. But I love that you don't get the conversation until next book, because next book is when Lucy gets the same conversation, but this is just the older two, so you're just told about it. So I just love that difference there. So I love that they're told what the conversation was, but they are not told the details, which we're going to get and we're going to talk about next time. So I'm not really going to go into it too much, but I just really liked that we haven't heard the context of the story of that conversation with Aslan yet, but we're definitely going to get it. So yeah, I didn't like it quite as much. I still like it. I'm not like saying this is a bad book or anything. I think that it's still fun. It has really good characters. I still love the characters, and I still love the messaging, but this one is not quite my favorite. This one is a little lower down. So yeah, I hope that you'll continue with me to Voyage of the Dawn Treader next week, and I hope to see you there. Bye.